California, take 3.
Brazil, take 4.
I thought, yeah, I know. When you we're at this ranch. We got this really awesome location, the Jensen Historic Ranch in Riverside, and like, what? Like, I don't know. You visited the location before I saw it,
Yeah.
and like,
Well, I visited it when it was sunny. You know, it was transitioning to Rainy Brat was a completely different movie for me.
Right now at 11, a storm splashes through Southern California, causing major flooding and calls for people to stay off the road.
Because I had to change all of my gear to be waterproof. And I didn't really know what I needed to light in the rain, right? I was just like asking people if it was waterproof. You know, like, so the one thing that I missed was wind-up stands. But I don't know, we didn't have budget for that. Day one, by the way, was not at the ranch. Day one was at the Orange Orchard. And I think it was my favorite day of Army Brat.
really, the first one.
Yeah. I think mostly I just liked that I got to like pick where we were shooting. Like it was very nice to have all those people there and all the stuff, and then me and Slayer would be like, okay, then now let's block where to shoot, and then 50 people start following us, and then cars start following us, and then they choose to set up the tents in like the most ridiculous location for no reason, just because they happened to follow us there and then give up following there when we said to. But yeah, when we were leaving, bro, huge like a bomb went off. And we were like, what was that? We didn't care. We kept going. But then like 2 days later, we realized there was a huge hole in the truck. Why it took us 2 days to notice? It was like a real mystery to me at first, like 2 days. But then I realized it didn't actually matter because there was a hole in the truck. Bluff has never liked me, Sawyer, and Jackson more since this happened. They have something to remember us by. We're the people who damaged their truck the least ever. Like, because they said that other Dodge kids had gashes that went the entire side of the truck where it actually filled with water, and they didn't tell Robbie and waited until they got back to Bluff, and Bluff had to call Robbie, or, you know, trucks getting stolen, or just like all the trucks dying, and just, bro, like ours was a nothing burger. I thought Army Brat was over. Because, like, why not? It's like worth it to be scared of said things, I think.
Yeah, Robbie's shut down productions for less, I think.
So the guys were late the first 24 hours.
For the police car.
For the police car. But then the second day they were late again, like for half the day, because they were just smoking fentanyl. And I think that's awesome. I think that there's probably so much harm that happens in the world because everyone does all of these other drugs. Like, they have to make the alcohol. Think about all the agriculture and like all the labor. Think about all the child abuse for like all sorts of drug smuggling and making, you know. It's just like one Chinese pharmaceutical company that can supply like all of the world's supply of fentanyl, like if they wanted. Like, fentanyl's so strong. And I sort of like, dude, I think those guys were a hoot. But they were also like super homosexual. And I thought that was dope as fuck.
Did you see his hat?
No, what did his hat say?
Giant InfoWars.
Yeah, so like there's nothing more homosexual than InfoWars by far. The best composed shots in Army Brat are the ones I'm least happy about. And the worst composed shots in Army Brat, like all the hand-styled stuff in the shed, is like, I'm like, wow, that worked. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just because, like, as a photographer, you know, sometimes just like you don't like the foreground and background just don't match. Sometimes it's the wrong subject for the foreground and background. It's the wrong day. It's the wrong time of lighting. And like, I don't, you know, those are no, once it became Rainy Brat, that was over. We had no control over any of that. But it was still so much fun. You can either talk about your art in a way when people are like, oh, they don't believe in themselves, or you can talk about your art in a way and like, whoa, they can do better and they seem to know it. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I'm trying to like cover for like genuinely thinking stuff like shit, but instead, you should only get one great image out of a roll of film. And I don't say that about like your ability as a photographer, because yeah, you can shoot 36 great photos in a row. Who can't? It's more about, even if you shoot 36 great photos in a row, one of those 36 photos should be a great. You know, even if you have 4 photos in a row, one should even be better. As an artist, you should still be looking for what your best like could be or is, or like just like as inspiration, you know, because you want to be inspired by your best work.
Yeah.
And I am really, really, really proud of Army Brat, but the reason why I'm proud of Army Brat is because of the limitations and the complications.